Hello, our wonderful and beautiful viewers at home. You are welcome to another special edition of our program tagged Let's Discuss. As you all know, Let's Discuss is a time when we talk about youth. It's a youth forum program when we talk about youth and things that affect youth in the society, how youth live their lives, and how youths can be developed in the world at large. I remain your humble and wonderful host. My name remains Kayode Ayeni. You are welcome to today's program. I believe you enjoyed last week's edition, and now you are on to another edition. And with me here today is my two co-presenters who will be discussing this program together. You know them, and they will introduce themselves again so that you know them better and better. On my right, I have Miss Justina Alaofin. She's a wonderful co-presenter. We've been doing this program together for a very long time. And on my left here, we have Miss Ajewole Moyioluwa, very wonderful and fantastic, beautiful co-presenter as well, who we've been doing this program together. So today we are having a topical matter that concerns the youth, that concerns how youth do and how youth live their life. And the topic is violence in dating yet unmarried. You might begin to wonder, violence in dating yet unmarried, that is to say, violence between partners, between people that are still courting, people that are still in a relationship, violence in the sense that one partner will be beating the other, one partner will be harassing the other. This is the topic we want to discuss today, and I know you will learn a lot from it. So before we go into the program proper, we'll go on a short break, and when we'll be right back, we will discuss more in detail. Stay tuned. Welcome back from the break. If you are just joining us, you are on to ABN TV on our special program, Let's Discuss, when we discuss on youth. Like I said the other time, that today's topic is violence in dating yet unmarried. Violence in dating yet unmarried. It has been observed for a while now that partners who are dating themselves, partners who are in intimacy together, in love, let's put that in quote, partners who are in a relationship, there is violence that do occur. Now, these are the violence we want to tackle today. They are unmarried, they are yet to be tied with a knot legally, yet violence is coming up. Violence is happening in their intimacy. So this is what we want to discuss today. So Miss Moyioluwa, yes. On the topic violence in dating yet unmarried, what can you say about it?
Well, the topic is a very, very nice topic. What we mean by violence in dating yet unmarried is when we have partners who are having, difficulties in their relationship through sexual harassment, through some other when they have difficulties, like husband, like the guy hitting the lady, turning the lady into a punching bag. That is what we mean by violence in relationships yet unmarried.
Yet unmarried. Okay, thank you very much. You made mention of sexual harassment. We'll be back to that. Miss Justina, please, what can you say about the topic, violence in dating yet unmarried?
Violence on dating. When you're in a relationship with someone, you try to understand the person. Not that a relationship based on mutual understanding, it's based on love. So by so doing, I believe that a man should not violate the woman by beating or sexual harassment and all other things like that. So I believe in a relationship, the lady and the guy must try to understand themselves. Even if they want to settle an argument, they must not use violence to settle
the argument.
Yeah.
The argument should be settled in love.
No.
So both of you made mention of sexual harassment. I'll be coming back because you are the first person that made mention of it. Is there violence in sexual harassment when the intimacy is so tight? It has to do with love between both parties, and sexual harassment is it who is harassing the other when they are in love, when they are dating?
Yeah, we know that sex is a mutual understanding between two partners. But when it comes to sexual harassment, we have partners whereby they harass their partners sexually.
Sexually.
Yes, the partner may not be in the mood the time the other partner will be in the mood. And sometimes we also have some partners that rape their partners. We've heard about it severally.
Okay.
The partner may not be in the mood, but the other one will be in the mood. Say, no, by force, I must do what I want to do today by force, by force.
But come to think of it, if it's a thing they have been doing because putting rape in it now is another issue on its own, is another topic matter. So considering the fact that partners who are dating in love now, in quote, they've been, having mutual fun, like the sex between themselves before. So when it now comes to one party is no longer interested in it for that time, then do you not tag that as harassment? Do you not tag that as rape when they have been doing it before together?
There have been relationships whereby that sexual assault has been there, sexual harassment has been there. Even let's remove the aspect of sexual harassment. There's also some aspect whereby the couple will be like, they will chain themselves to bed.
Like both of them?
No, maybe the guy will have to chain the girl to the bed.
Okay, thank you very much. That's where I'm going. Sorry to cut you short. Ms. Justina, you made mention of what she was about saying now. You are putting it in the light that it is the guy that violently act on the lady. So are you trying to say the violence occurring in relationship or in dating now, ladies don't have their own part in it also?
But in most cases, it is the men that has parts.
Because
they believe that they can take control. They have power over the ladies. They feel like majority, and then they make ladies feel like they are minority to them.
Okay, so now back to what you were saying initially. Can you go on it? Yes,
on my own points with what Ms. Justina just said, yes. I feel the assault of what I'm about to say is fall on both sides.
Okay.
Because we have a situation whereby the lady will say, this is my own style. And we also have a part whereby the guy will say, this is my own style when I want to have sex. They will have to change themselves to bed and they start flogging themselves. Before
with whips, cane?
Yes.
Wow.
We've asked Nero about that.
Okay.
That is one assault of that is the form of
violence
in
dating, okay,
which is not proper.
Yeah.
But some people will just say that I love that kind of situation before going deep into it.
Okay, but come to think of it, our viewers side, I believe we are learning something. The author of confusion here is when because we are not leading the violence aspect to the sexual part alone now, but I want us to diversify in other aspect of it. Come to think of it, when one of the party does something wrong, I don't want our viewers to see it out there as if men are the lion or the devil of the matter, because now I'm the only man in your midst here, and you all tackle me with it. But I'm not violating anything. But come to think of it, let us put the two sides on check. Let's balance it, because there are times when a lady will just behave violently. She will just act, she'll shout, she'll insult the guy, and just lay insult and abuses on him. So what will you say? Has she not violated the guy with the insult and with everything she said?
Yeah, she has.
With some even curse.
That is why we have the verbal violence.
That's verbal violence now. Okay, now come to
through nagging.
Through nagging. So what you are trying to say now is, okay, if she's nagging, if she's insulting the guy, now that's the verbal. Yeah. So when the guy now reacts, maybe he gives her a slap. That's the physical violence. So now between the verbal and the physical, which one is to be measured as the high-ranked violence now?
The two are to be measured equally.
Because
there's a saying that says that a well that fall down cannot be packed again.
Exactly.
Because the world is like an egg.
Okay.
And when you utter anything out, definitely the other partner is going to hold whatever you utter out.
Definitely.
And will use it against you. A partner that you are abusing, there's no how he or she will not be forced to raise his hand on you. And whenever you raise your hand to beat the lady, definitely you will leave a mark on her. Maybe you will injure her, or you leave a spot on her, and that will also be on her forever. That spot will be on her, which is not meant to be so.
Which is not meant to be so.
As a reminder.
Okay. Thank you. You can see we are balancing it now.
Yeah.
That is, I love the fact that you admitted that the physical and the verbal, they are at equilibrium, you know,
Yes.
they are equal. So I wouldn't want it to be that our youths that are guys out there that are male should now be portrayed as the capital and the originator of violence. Because you ladies, you admit the fact that you also violate too with your words.
Yes,
So I've come to think of it, what are the things that prompt you? Because it has been observed so far that there are some persons who will be in love, let's put the love in quote, you know, they will be dating, they will be in a relationship, they will say they love themselves, they want to get married, but along the line, something just comes up and the lady just change her attitude, or the guy now change the attitude, the lady will begin to lay insult, the guy will begin to lay insults. What are the things that can cause this?
The first thing I believe that can cause it is anger.
Anger.
Yes.
Okay.
Even depression is there. Because you that you went to someone and tell the person, okay, I love you, I like you, you believe that you are in love. And then the anger is not there. But later on, when you are already in a relationship, you now believe that, okay, she did something, you're supposed to be able to call her, or him or her. You can call them, you can call yourself together, okay, this is what you did, this is what you did.
And settle it.
And settle it with words. But some guys, we say they have power over a lady. So the power they have, they believe they can do and undo. That is when they cannot control their angers. And then we ladies, we cannot do without being nagging. So the only thing I believe is that a guy should try as much as possible to control his anger.
Okay, thank you very much. I will come back to that. I wouldn't want it to be loop-sided on the guy, because I observed that she was just eating the fault on the guy. Now, you see cases, if you don't. These are things that are happening. You see cases where the lady will keep nagging, keep insulting, and keep laying abuses on the guy. You know, if you say the guy is not controlling his anger, if the lady is not controlling her mouth, these are the insults that do motivate such anger. So what can you say about ladies that are into such? They will keep abusing. Some will lay curse, your father, your mother. They will just keep insulting the guy. Keep insulting him till he gets angry and reacts violently. So what can you say concerning these ladies as well?
If you are to look deep down into the causes of violence in dating or in relationship, most especially for we ladies, let's trace the lady down to where she comes from.
Okay, from the family name?
From the family she comes from.
Okay.
Definitely, that lady comes from a family whereby there is violence in that family. Maybe the mother has always been oppressing the father through the wealth of her mouth. She has always been abusing the father, and the girl was brought up from that family.
Okay,
so
you are linking it to the family line. You know, these people are still dating. They are not married yet.
Yes,
so,
I'm not saying
they are still in the process. So I think let us put it in that way, because I'm normally, they shouldn't be living together. So, but at times when they visit or maybe disagreement comes and this nagging comes into it, so I wouldn't want it to be like maybe we see it as if they are cohabitating. You understand? So continue.
I'm not saying they are married.
Okay.
What I'm saying that we are checking from where the lady comes from, because anything violence does not originated one day.
Okay.
It is a gradual process. And this lady, maybe she came from a family whereby violence is the major thing of the day in their family. So she's used to such things. Maybe any slight mistake the father did now, the first thing the mother will do is just to start abusing the father. And she's used to it. Definitely, that's what she will also be doing. It takes the grace of God for such children who come from such house to not practice such thing.
Such attitude.
Such attitude.
Yes.
Wow.
Do you agree with me on that?
I'm not agreeing now because I'm a journalist. I'm not agreeing. So, but before we move further, I want our viewers out there to hear the perspective and the opinions of others, how they just as they come in to say their own part of the story.
Okay, my name is Nabuchi Favor.
What do you understand by this?
Well, from my understanding, dating is when two different people decided to come together and have something in common.
Okay. So, what is your stand about violence and dating to marriage?
Well, it's not good, but being a woman, if you know those things that can lead to that violence, you just stop it. Avoid those things.
So, what are the possible consequences about it when you are in a relationship?
then the only thing is just for you to leave the relationship. For it. Now if you can leave it, or you can call police, or I don't. So many things. Is one shot. That's all I know for now.
So what is the possible solution of people that are in the relationship?
Well, the only thing is that for you, it's something that leads to violence. So you have to stop it. If it is an agreement, settle it with works. Then, if it will not work, you have to leave the relationship for your own safety. Because maybe you may coming out with one eye or one leg, which is not good.
So what is the reason?
My name is Nabuti Favor. You're welcome.
My name is Aliko Damilola.
Okay, what do you understand by dating?
By dating, dating means when a mature male and female are going out with each other.
Okay, so what is your stand? What is your view about violence in dating? Yes or married?
It's not good. It's a bad thing because by the time examples, a young man beating a young lady is a bad thing because as time goes on, there won't be love there again. Even though if there is love, the lady's interest will be shifted to another place. And again, during the process of beating, the lady, there will be marks on her body, things like that. People start asking, what happened?
What are the possible consequences on that?
Maybe it can lead to death. It can lead to anything.
Okay, so what are your advice to the youth out there?
My advice to the youth out there is that if they should come across any guy that they are dating each other and maybe there is such a thing, my advice for the lady is to stop the relationship.
Welcome back. You just heard what the people said. You just heard what they said. You just had their own view. You had their own perception. So now we are still on the program and we'll continue on it before our time elapses. Now coming to that as well. Now you've spoken well where you talked about the family background. That might be one of the things that affect the lady to be nagging. But come to think of it, change is constant.
Sure.
As human being, change is constant. We have some ladies who are well brought up from a good family, from a good home, but along the line, maybe some situations just brought out the violence act in them, and they just exhibit it. We have some persons who will say, "What have I done?
Yes.
I've done this." After doing it,
Yes.
you've reacted and angrily, you've reacted violently, and after doing it, then you realized, can we also say it is the family, or it was the situation that influenced them into acting in such manner?
The situation.
No, please,
That
expatiate.
In some cases,
Okay.
we believe that even in the community we live in, then the people around us in our environment can influence us in behaving in one way or the other. Not even in the family event, because there are some people in a particular family that, okay, everybody is cool, but they still have one devil in their house, as in like a black sheep of the family that will still behave violently. So if some people has peer groups, they have friends, some friends can influence them in behaving badly. Then even alcohol consumption can
Also influence
yes,
people to
yes.
that is whatever they take in, whatever they.
Exactly.
Okay, thank you very much. I believe our viewers side, I believe you are learning a lot concerning this. You are learning a lot concerning this. If you are into any relationship and violence is coming up, and maybe one party is reacting angrily, the other party is reacting angrily, and you are both angry, you can see there is no way forward. One has to control the anger for development to take place. But come to think of it, I think recently we have cases of some ladies, like you were saying, that some ladies came out and called to the security agencies that they were raped. By who? When they asked them who raped you, they will say their partner. Why? Why did they rape you? They will just say they were not in the mood but this is something you have been doing together before. So if they just came, you are not in the mood, then you now tagged it as rape. So can we now say that even we now move it into those who are even married now? We know it is illegal for people who are not married to really, to go because of unwanted pregnancy and things like that. But come to think of it, when such happen and the lady comes out to say, I was raped, what can you say about it?
Well, a lady coming out to say her partner raped her, definitely that has not just been happening. It has been happening several times. So possibly she's not able to take it again. That is why she come out. Because if it is just once, she wouldn't have come out to say maybe because she was not in the mood. That is what caused the guy to rape her. That we will not actually cast that category as rape. But for her coming out, calling on people that I was raped by this guy, definitely it has not been the first time such has happened to her through that particular guy. It has been happening to her several times, and she could not actually do what she could not control. She could not take it again. That is the reason why she voiced out.
She came out to say it. Okay, that's the part of that's another part of the. On your own part, come to think of it, ladies that were raped once.
Yeah.
They were saying, my partner raped me. What can you say? Just once, and they have been doing it before mutually. It's a mutual activity, it's a mutual exercise. But the day that it happened, you are not in the mood, and you have tagged it as well. What can you say?
It is really bad for a guy to rape a lady.
I wouldn't want us to see it as the guy. We have ladies raping guys. So let's try and balance it out. It's not, but it happens.
Yes.
So let's learn and balance it out. Whichever any partner, whomever that raped the other, what can you say about if it was the guy that came out and said,
she has the right to report. Yes, because it doesn't based on their agreement. You want to have an intimacy with someone, you want to have something to do with someone, okay, babe, this is what I want, this is what I want. It is the lady that say, okay, yes, let's do this.
Okay, and he has not been asking before, you have been the one consenting.
They have to agree.
I can see this is a topical matter that
just say, okay, come by force. No.
Okay, it has to be
it's
mutual.
Like the guy is violating our
psychologically.
Yes.
You can see we are already digressing and diverting into another topic entirely, but it's just for the betterment of what we are discussing. Why violence is coming when ladies will come out, when guys will come out that they were being raped by their partner, whereas they've been having this mutual exercise before now, and there has been no report of it. So now violence is coming from there. But now we'll just move straight to the topic once more as we are rounding up because of our time. Cases where there are violence in the sense that one party is jealous, one party has this attitude of not wanting to see the other partner with any other opposite sex, and this has really caused violence because there are some guys, there are some ladies that will say, I don't want to see with another lady, I don't want to see with another guy. Things like this, it can lead to violence because you can't expect to cage one person just for your sight alone, and you wouldn't have cause to really interact with other persons. What can you say about Ms. Mori?
Well, what I can say about it is that such partner, if you are the kind of person whereby your partner does not like you being with another guy, and you don't want him to be violent with you, the only thing you can do is that you limit the way you interact with the person does not want you to be with.
Okay, thank you. But what if that is really affecting your career and your development in life?
And you are not yet married.
Exactly.
Even jealousy. Jealousy is a very big word. It's a word whereby that destroys a lot of things. Yet you are not married, and it's being jealous that way. It's affecting your career. Definitely, you'll be the one to decide for yourself whether to leave him alone or to continue with him, with his jealousy, which is affecting your career.
No, we are not saying with his jealousy now. We can say with his or her jealousy.
With his or her jealousy.
Okay.
It is up to you to decide whether to stay with him or not to stay with him, because you're not yet married. Sorry, or her. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
So it is your choice now to decide whether to stay with him or her, because you are not yet married. Because if you are married now, if you continue with him or her, till when both of you get married, definitely there is nothing you can do about it again. So it is for you to decide now. The decision is in your hands right now to decide.
To make concerning. Okay, Miss Justina, what was your own part of the story?
My own part of the story is that the lady should try and decide what she wants. Yes, because being in a relationship that has the violence is something wrong, especially extreme jealousy. A guy is telling a lady that, okay, babe, I don't want to see you with this person, especially the way you said if it will affect her career.
Exactly, a development in life.
She has to relate with both men and women, because there's no way you won't relate with other people. It is only the guy that I will advise, him or her, that I will advise that, okay, try and control your jealousy towards the other party.
Okay. Try and control your jealousy,
yes,
towards the other party. Have you outside there? I know you have some insinuations and perception in your heart right now. So we'll discuss on it briefly. Just 10 seconds. What will you tell viewers out there? Those that are into dating and relationship and violence is erupting. Is it from the guy side or the lady side? Now, what would you advise to them? Even and see it in the light that some persons are really married, violence is coming from there. And when they were dating, there was no violence, but now they are married, violence is coming. So, what you advise to these viewers, respectively?
Well, my advice to our viewers out there that are in relationship and they are experiencing violence in their relationship, I would advise them that they should look deeply into from where their partner is coming from, because every problem has a solution. A partner that just becomes violent overnight, definitely there is something that is causing him to be violent.
Yes, and prompting that
attitude of violence in him or her. Let's try and, as much as possible, to study them so as to provide solutions to them. Some might need counseling, some might need therapy, and some you can just go into prayer and continue to pray for them.
Okay, thank you very much. Miss Justina, what's your own side of the story?
My own side is they should settle every of their differences with words, and if the thing is getting out of hand, they can go through as you have said, the guidance and counseling, doctors. There are a lot of therapists around that will help them, because when you are married. So the only thing is a mutual understanding. You have to settle it.
Mutual understanding.
Yes.
Okay, that brings settlement.
Yes.
Thank you very much for your contributions thus far. I'll be outside there. I believe you have learned a lot. Now come to think of it, as a youth in a relationship or an intimacy tagged in love and affection, whereas you are dating someone and you're yet unmarried, to a very large extent, violence should not be accommodated. It is something that will not help you to grow. It is something that will not develop you. It is something that will not make the relationship or intimacy successful as it should be. So now, to a very large extent, you have to control it. You have to deal with it. When violence is trying to come in, you have to search for the source. You have to know where it's coming from and tackle it in love, and tackle it in oneness, and tackle it mutually, so that development can come into your life. And if you are married and you are experiencing violence in any way or in any form, try and deal with it. You can go for counseling, as you have said. You can go for guidance, as you have said as well. This is very powerful for you to really go on wonderfully about your activities in life and in marriage as well. So thank you very much for your time today. Really appreciate you for tuning into the program. We'll see you same time next week. Our special thanks goes to the producer of this program, Chief Paul Arewolo in Texas. We appreciate you. And to Mr. Adedokun Tosin, the man behind the camera, we thank you for your contribution to the success of this program. And to Mr. Olawore Olamilekon, the editor of this program, we really appreciate you. Thank you, ABN TV. Thank you, our dear viewers. We hope to see you same time next week. I remain your humble host, Kayode Ayeni. And from me now, it's a bye-bye.